While the world is busy debating, China is quietly building cities that feel ripped from 2050. Cities run by AI, powered by clean energy, and guided by real-time data. These aren't sci-fi dreams. They're functioning smart ecosystems. In this video, we explore 15 of China's most advanced megaprojects, each revealing untold construction secrets that could reshape the future of urban life. And yes, the number one spot will leave you stunned. Stay tuned for number one. It's not just an engineering marvel. It's a bold geopolitical move reshaping Asia's power map. If smart cities and the China-US tech race fascinate you, hit like, subscribe, and join us as we uncover these 15 futuristic blueprints that are quietly redefining China. Number 15, Tianjin Eco-City. Let's start with a city that literally rose from the dead, or more accurately, a dead zone. Tianjin Eco-City was built on a barren wasteland filled with saltwater and industrial sludge. Sounds like a post-apocalyptic scene, right? But China saw potential. They partnered with Singapore, rolled up their sleeves, and built a smart eco-metropolis that can make Greta Thunberg faint with joy. It's now home to green buildings, smart energy grids, and air quality sensors that track pollution levels in real time. You don't drive much here. Why? Because autonomous electric buses shuttle you around, and your app tells you exactly when they'll arrive down to the second. You recycle your trash, but guess what? AI tells you if you're doing it wrong. Every building is connected to a central nervous system, feeding data into a massive urban brain. This isn't a city, it's a living organism. What's wild is how silent the US is about this. We hear endless debates about sustainable living, while China just builds it. Tianjin Eco-City has gone from toxic wasteland to city of the future, faster than most US infrastructure bills get through committee. There's a lesson there, and it starts with stop waiting, start building. This city isn't just smart, it's surgical. It slices through problems like water shortages, emissions, and overpopulation with tech precision. While US cities retrofit ancient systems, Tianjin was built to adapt, evolve, and learn. That's terrifying or inspiring. Depends on how you look at it. Number 14, Xiong'an, China's big data hub. When you think of big data, your brain probably jumps to San Francisco or New York. But Xiong'an? Never heard of it? That's by design. China's been pouring billions into making this quiet, mountainous city the backstage genius of its digital empire. It's the command center of China's data revolution, and it got the cloud muscle to flex it. Xiong'an is packed with data centers that run cooler thanks to its naturally low temperatures. Companies like Huawei and Alibaba store troves of information here. Face scans, traffic flows, you name it. It's not just data collection. It's hyper-analysis. Real-time weather, logistics, surveillance, consumer habits. Xiong'an processes it all with AI that could probably predict your next sandwich craving. The government uses this data for governance in ways the U.S. hasn't even begun to grasp. Crime prediction, urban planning, even controlling streetlight brightness based on pedestrian flow. It's Minority Report in motion. You walk around Xiong'an, and everything just works. No randomness, no chaos. Everything's part of an invisible logic system. While the U.S. debates whether data privacy is worth the inconvenience of facial unlock, China's already using that same tech to optimize how entire cities function. Xiong'an is the hidden engine behind that shift. It's not flashy, it's just freakishly efficient. Do you think algorithms can guide everything from traffic lights to crime prevention? Drop a comment below. Number 13, Chongqing, the vertical city. Chongqing isn't just a city, it's a topographical daredevil, built into mountainous terrain with buildings stacked like Lego towers. It looks like an M.C. Escher painting brought to life. But instead of spiraling into chaos, it's a study in vertical logic. Bridges snake through skyscrapers. Highways are layered like a cake. And there's even a train that passes through a 19-story building. No big deal. Why build like this? Because Chongqing has 32 million people and no time for suburban sprawl. Instead, they went up, over, and around with engineering that seems to scoff at gravity. Imagine an entire metro system running through hills, across rivers, and inside buildings. Now imagine trying to do that in the U.S. with a zoning board that still thinks height restrictions are sacred. It's a city of hyperconnectivity. Light rail, cable cars, and AI-optimized traffic systems keep the chaos smooth. You'd expect gridlock here. Instead, you get choreography. While U.S. cities argue about how many parking spaces a new apartment complex should have, Chongqing's building sky bridges that connect malls to hospitals to parks. In the air, the construction secret? Integration. Everything is part of a broader design language. An ecosystem instead of isolated parts. That's what makes it feel alive instead of overwhelming. It's not just vertical. It's vertical thinking. Number 12, Lujiazui. Lujiazui is the face of Shanghai's economic miracle. You've seen the skyline, Blade Runner meets Wall Street. But the real magic isn't what's above ground. It's what's embedded in the city. This is a testing ground for China's urban fintech integration. Every building here is a data node. Your phone links with the street. The lights dim if no one's around. Underground delivery tunnels whisk goods to skyscrapers. AI bots clean sidewalks. Every transaction, every step, every breath is part of financial feedback loop. And yes, it's heavily gamified. Citizens earn perks for recycling, walking instead of driving, and shopping locally. You're not just living, you're playing a citywide game of efficiency. And it's addictive. Lujiazui feels like the future Wall Street wishes it had. The secret? Blending capitalism with cybernetic control. It's slick, seductive, and maybe a little scary. But there's no denying it works. Number 11. Shenzhen, China's Silicon Valley. You already know Shenzhen as the hardware capital of the world. What you may not know is that it transformed from a sleepy fishing village into a 17 million person megacity in just over 40 years. That's not growth, that's mutation. Today, it's where your phone, your drone, and probably your electric toothbrush were born. But this city isn't just fast, it's fearless. Shenzhen is the poster child for China's urban experimentation. From 5G test zones to facial payment systems. If it sounds futuristic, it's probably already operational here. Their buses? Fully electric since 2017. Their infrastructure? Modular, movable, upgradable. What's stunning is how the city reinvents itself in real time. Buildings are constructed with prefabricated parts and swapped out like smartphone cases. Sidewalks have LED indicators. Shopping districts use heat maps to redirect foot traffic. There's even a skyscraper that purifies air like a massive vertical lung. What has your city done lately? Shenzhen makes you realize speed isn't reckless if it's calculated. The US might build smarter someday, but Shenzhen proves you don't need to wait decades to innovate. You just need the guts to hit go. If Shenzhen's fearless transformation blew your mind, like this video, as the next one will boggle your mind. Number 10. Nanhui New City, the ghost town reborn. Nanhui was once China's punchline, a planned city built from scratch near Shanghai that sat mostly empty for years. Western media loved calling it a ghost town. But like most things in China, the story wasn't over. It was just loading. Today, Nanhui is back with a vengeance. It's pivoted into a smart maritime hub, with tech universities, logistics ports, and renewable energy facilities all springing up at once. The ghost narrative? Dead. Replaced by a blueprint for how to turn underutilized land into a hyper-connected urban network. And the design? Gorgeous. Curved, aerodynamic buildings meant to reduce wind drag. Drone ports integrated into commercial towers. Waterfront sensors that detect algae blooms and adjust chemical treatments automatically. Nanhui is a smart city and an environmental response unit rolled into one. The secret here? Long game thinking. China doesn't care if a city looks empty today. It's investing in what tomorrow needs, not what today wants. In the US, that might be a fiscal disaster. In China, it's a flex. Number 9. Zhuhai, the bridge city. Zhuhai isn't just a city, it's a connector, sitting on the southern coast. It used to be a sleepy border town. But then came the monster, the Hong Kong-Macau Bridge, a 55-kilometer sea-crossing beast that links 3 major cities across the Pearl River Delta. It's longer than a marathon, stretches across open ocean, and even dips under it through a tunnel. This is where China's engineering ego shows, and rightly so. Zhuhai is the proud western anchor of this $20 billion megaproject. What was once geographic inconvenience is now hyper-access. That bridge didn't just change traffic patterns, it rewired economies. And Zhuhai, it suddenly went from background player to main character in China's Greater Bay Area saga. It's not just about the bridge. Zhuhai has become a green, livable tech zone with sensors monitoring sea levels, weather, traffic, and air quality in real time. The coastline itself is armored with smart levees that adapt to rising tides. And yes, Zhuhai is a drone testing capital, because when you've conquered land and sea, you take to the skies. You get the sense that the city wasn't built just for people. It was built for possibilities. In the U.S., building a bridge like this would take 30 years of paperwork. In Zhuhai, it took vision, urgency, and a bit of architectural defiance. The message is clear. Boundaries are optional. Number 8. Xiong'an, China's brain-built city. Imagine designing an entire city, not with bricks first, but with algorithms. That's Xiong'an, dubbed the City of the Future. It's being built 100 kilometers southwest of Beijing, not because of what it is, but because of what it's supposed to become. This is an expansion, it's invention. Xiong'an is China's answer to the question, what happens when AI, green energy, and national policy all get their own sandbox? From the very first blueprint, Xiong'an was designed using simulations. Urban heat islands, predicted and mitigated. Traffic congestion, modeled and eliminated before roads were poured. Water flow, wind patterns, solar exposure. Every environmental input was fed into a central planning AI before a single shovel hit the ground. This isn't urban planning. It's urban computing. The city runs entirely on renewable energy, with solar glass buildings and underground utility corridors that keep the skyline clean and the systems easy to upgrade. No messy wires, no clutter. Even waste collection is managed underground by vacuum-powered smart tunnels that sort, seal, and transport trash without trucks. You won't hear garbage day in Xiong'an. You'll just know it happened because your city is tidier than usual. And here's the kicker. Xiong'an isn't being built for today. It's being built for the next 1,000 years. China calls it the Millennium Project, intended to relieve the pressure from Beijing while serving as a model for national urban design. Most countries wait until cities are broken to fix them. China? It's pre-solving the future. That's not just smart, that's prophetic. Number 7. Shanghai Xiong'an New Area. Shanghai is China's global finance titan. But the Xiong'an New Area is its futuristic reinvention. Located near the coast, Xiong'an is positioned as the international tech trade zone of tomorrow. Here, tariffs are slashed, data flows freely across borders, and global firms are invited to test experimental policies without red tape. Xiong'an is also the birthplace of China's next-gen manufacturing. Robots build robots. 5G-driven smart factories churn out electric vehicles, semiconductors, and aerospace components. The supply chain is so tightly integrated that every movement of goods, personnel, or power is tracked and optimized down to minute. It's not just industrial. It's an intelligent industry. The urban space is equally radical. Lingang's residential towers are built with noise-canceling facades and carbon-absorbing concrete. Parks are designed with hydrological modeling to redirect floodwaters during typhoons. Drones deliver groceries. Autonomous taxis roam the streets. Xiong'an is where smart living isn't just available, it's unavoidable. And to top it off, the port of Yangshan, connected directly to Xiong'an, is now the world's largest automated container terminal. Robotic cranes, driverless trucks, and AI scheduling allow it to process millions of containers annually without breaking a sweat. This is logistics at warp speed, an edge the U.S. supply chain is still decades behind replicating. Number 6. Kunming Smart Transportation Hub. Kunming, known as the City of Eternal Spring, is also emerging as China's southern logistics brain. At the heart of its transformation is a transportation nexus that combines high-speed rail, electric buses, autonomous taxis, and even cross-border freight trains to Southeast Asia. It's more than a city, it's a gateway. One of Kunming's standout innovations is its AI-driven traffic prediction system. This isn't just about adjusting traffic lights. It's about predicting gridlock's hours in advance based on weather, social media activity, and even sporting events. Emergency responders and delivery fleets are rerouted on the fly, cutting transit delays by over 40%. The real magic, though, is beneath the surface. Kunming has built a subterranean transit layer with autonomous cargo systems and climate-controlled pedestrian tunnels. Citizens never need to touch street level to get across the city, something no U.S. city has come close to replicating. It's silent, clean, and incredibly efficient. Even the architecture supports mobility. Buildings feature embedded docking ports for drones and EV charging facades. Kunming is treating transportation not as an add-on, but as a framework for how everything else should function. It's a blueprint for how to move people and goods in an era where speed, cleanliness, and adaptability are non-negotiable. Number 5. Yinchuan Smart Governance City. Yinchuan may not be a household name, but it's quietly becoming the brainchild of digital governance in China. Positioned as a pilot smart city for governance innovation, every aspect of citizen interaction, from paying utility bills to filing legal documents, is digitized and accessed through facial recognition. Bureaucracy is vanishing. Smart cards and mobile IDs mean residents can access public services, vote in local forums, and even diagnose medical conditions at self-service kiosks. These systems integrate seamlessly with police, healthcare, and civic planning databases, creating an urban ecosystem that is both secure and supremely efficient. What's more, Yinchuan is integrating blockchain into its governance infrastructure. Land titles, business licenses, and even school diplomas are stored immutably, eliminating fraud and human error. The system builds public trust while making record-keeping instant and transparent. Features Western cities are only beginning to consider. Urban AI in Yinchuan even helps predict neighborhood-level needs. When power usage spikes or health clinic visits rise in certain areas, city resources are automatically rerouted. It's anticipatory governance, not reactive bureaucracy. And in a world where civic trust is eroding, Yinchuan is proving how technology can actually rebuild it. Number 4. Nanjing Yangtze River Urban Cluster. Nanjing is more than a historical gem. It's becoming a strategic nucleus for mega infrastructure along the Yangtze River. The city's Yangtze River cluster aims to knit together dozens of satellite towns into a unified smart corridor. This is an annexation. It's an intelligent federation. Hyperloop-style maglev trains will connect Nanjing with nearby cities in under 20 minutes. Each node in this cluster has been assigned a specific role: biotech in one, aerospace in another, e-commerce in a third, ensuring coordinated growth rather than chaotic competition. Its specialization at city-wide scale. What's radical is the data exchange. Cities in the cluster share traffic loads, pollution levels, and even school capacities in real time. AI continuously models resource distribution across the region. If one district's hospital overloads, ambulances are routed to another automatically. The whole network thinks like a single brain. Architecturally, Nanjing is embracing verticality. Residential skyscrapers include schools, clinics, and grocery stores inside the same structure, compressing city life into efficient urban modules. As American cities debate density, Nanjing is demonstrating how to make it livable and even luxurious. Number 3. Hainan Free Trade Port. On China's tropical southern island, Hainan is no longer just a beach getaway. It's morphing into the largest free trade port since Hong Kong. The idea is simple but ambitious. Zero tariffs, relaxed financial regulations, and digital customs, all wrapped in an environment-first master plan. Hainan is attracting international companies with its AI-assisted customs process. Goods and services can enter or leave in minutes, thanks to blockchain-backed ledgers and real-time inventory analytics. No shipping manifests, no bottlenecks. Amazon's dream turned into national policy. But unlike traditional ports, Hainan's new urban layout is centered around ecological balance. The island is being developed under strict carbon neutrality goals. Smart water systems recycle up to 90% of wastewater. Green belts crisscross urban cores to serve as climate buffers. Even skyscrapers are capped with wind turbines and algae farms. Tourism is being reimagined too. Guests use digital passports, while resort zones use facial recognition for check-ins and room access. Medical tourism, crypto finance, and renewable R&D are being incubated in parallel. Hainan is quickly becoming the sandbox for every future-facing policy that Beijing wants to scale nationally. Number 2, Beijing's Unified City Brain Initiative. And finally, we arrive at the crown jewel. The smartest city isn't one city. It's all of Beijing, wired together into a single thinking organism. The Unified City Brain is an AI-driven metastructure that oversees traffic, pollution, crime, emergency services, utilities, and even economic indicators in real time. It connects thousands of subsystems, from hospitals to subway gates to weather satellites. It doesn't just monitor, it predicts. Police are dispatched before fights break out. Traffic lights change based on pedestrian flow. Electricity reroutes automatically during outages. It's not management, it's anticipation. The city is constantly learning. If a sidewalk has too many slips from rain, the brain recommends a texture upgrade. If hospitals see an uptick in fevers, the brain flags a potential flu wave. It's a bureaucracy without humans, government without gridlock. The US? Still debating if AI should be allowed to recommend parking tickets. Beijing's letting AI run the city, like a DJ at a techno rave. The untold construction secret? Integration. Not just building smart things, but building everything to think together. It's thrilling, it's terrifying, and it's already here. Number 1, Hangzhou, the AI city. Hangzhou is what happens when Alibaba decides to build a city. This place is a shrine to artificial intelligence. It's where you'll find City Brain, an AI platform that monitors traffic across the entire urban sprawl and controls stoplights to prevent congestion before it even starts. Yeah, before. Like it knows. You can walk down the street and see facial recognition cameras that know who you are, how you're walking, and whether you jaywalked 5 blocks ago. And if you did, boom, fine hits your phone. No paperwork. No cops. No arguments. It's not surveillance. It's automated governance on steroids. City Brain doesn't stop at traffic. It tracks emergency response times, coordinates fire departments, and even flags suspicious activity. When a fire breaks out in Hangzhou, AI knows the building layout, potential hazards, and sends the closest fire truck before you've even dialed 119. The level of efficiency is chilling. In the US, a traffic jam just means Tuesday. In Hangzhou, it's a solvable equation. The difference? Trust in data versus fear of data. While Americans are still covering laptop webcams with sticky notes, Hangzhou is writing the playbook for urban AI. Whether you like that or not, it's happening. What's most mind-blowing? China isn't just building smart cities. It's building a smart mega-region. The US still operates cities as silos. China is fusing them into something larger, smarter, and far more powerful. And that might be the ultimate construction secret the West wasn't ready to face.